What's up, guys? It's Asian with Cards, and we have David Hernandez. He got the top 32 at YCS Raleigh.
Please don't say it like that.
Any shout-outs before we start the profile?
Shout out Tournament City Games, best locals in Maryland.
What'd you play, first of all?
Fire King Snake Eye.
I bet. There was, what, 3 of them?
Yeah, 3 of them.
All right.
Me and Joey and then some other rando.
Sure. Yeah, let's go on the list.
Okay. Standard Snake Eye cards. 3 Ash, 2 Poplar, 1 Flamberg, 1 Oak. 3 Black Witch. Just max consistency. And then Fire King Engine was Onyx, Arvada, Grunix, and Double Kieran. 2's just the perfect amount. 3's too much to brick on them. I drew so many hands of like just tons of engine and no non-engine all day. I had like a hand of like first round of day 2 of just 4 Fire King monsters. So I would not want to play more than this. But I think 1 is probably trolling. The rest of the engine, 3 Bonfire, 3 Wanted. Sanctuary, Island, Original. All this is pretty standard. And then for non-engine, 3 Droll, 2 Bestials, and 3 Imperm were my only hand traps. Droll was just for, it's good against Fire King, which I thought was going to be more popular, which ended up being like kind of wrong, but I ended up playing tons of Voiceless, and this card just is insane versus Voiceless. And the same with Bestials, I was afraid of like getting gimmick puppeted and playing against Voiceless, so I wanted like outs for them in the main deck, and they're really good. Since I think I played 4 or 5 Voiceless, no branded though, thank God. And then 3 Imperm, which is just generically the best card. And then, also 1 Magician Souls. I've been playing this from the very beginning. It is really good going into boards, because a lot of times you can make dark, and people think they can just like freely use Princess on it or some sort of pop, and because typically you don't have a search, and then this being able to search an extender off the dark is really good. It also helps you play through boards too. If you open Souls, you can make a Charmer, summon a thing, and then like Souls, make Celine, and then you get access to Black Witch that way. And you can also get rid of like your dead spells, like if you have dead talents or something, anything rotting in your hand, random wanteds, you just get draws off of them. This like bait out negates too. It was really good. And then 3 talents, 3 Droplet. Droplet was the best card in the deck. Beats Voiceless. It's just, it's so good. Like doing battle tricks and just being out tons of things, have damage step capabilities. I don't know, Droplet was just broken for me. And then Talents is also insane. Talents won me probably 6 games in the entire tournament. You just like, anytime you're going for game, if they try to hand trap you or stop you, clear the way for Nib, or take a monster, play through their board. It was insane, like versus Voiceless. Baits out the negate, and then you can just kill them with something else. I would literally never cut this card. This card's disgusting. Has 3 band effects on it. We'll do side deck next, I guess. 2 more Bestials for Branded and for Voiceless. Didn't play against Branded, so they didn't come in. They came in versus Voiceless. A lot of times use this just as an extender. Like you'll get rid of the low against Voiceless, and like if their hand's good, they'll play through it anyway. But if the body usually sticks around, and then when it gets to your turn, like having that extra body, you can just beat Voiceless with like all engine. So this is just like double bonus. I didn't want to lose to Gimmick Puppet. 3 Nib for pure and for other like stupid combo decks. It's pretty good. I'm glad I didn't main deck it because I played against so much Voiceless and like Rogue. I think I only ended up playing like 3 fire decks the whole tournament. So I'm glad I didn't main deck it. But seeing how much Snake Eye there was in Top Cut, maybe going forward I'll probably play it, main deck it again. 3 Ash, just for Branded, for Voiceless, just more hand traps. I'm gonna go first in the mirror. I like side this into. I didn't like playing like these like weak hand traps in the main deck because I was also afraid of getting like talents, and I didn't want them to like have things to like cross out either. So I wasn't playing like a super ton of hand traps. I'd rather just like break the boards. And then because I'm afraid of Oh wait, 3, 6, 12, 15. I forgot. These 3 Cosmics are in the main deck. I completely forgot to put them back in. Yeah, these 3 Cosmics were in the main deck. I thought I was missing something. This was in the main deck for. I was super afraid of Runic Stun, which like was there. It wasn't that represented in Top Cut, but it was there in the tournament. And I just wanted something. I didn't want to auto lose game 1 to them. And then also because I thought Fire King was going to be more popular, this is also just good to out the field spell and wipe the board. So actual side deck, 2 Lightning Storm and Duster. For other rogue, I play like against Cash, like this goes in. Like against Fire King, this could also go in, and like Snake Eye, but it's also just more for the Runic Stun deck too. I did not want to lose that deck. That deck's toxic. And then I had a bunch of 1-0s. 1 anti-spell, because it's at 1. This card sucks. They should ban it. Subversion, going second into Snake Eye and Fire King. This card is insane. And then 1 Temple just for shifter decks. I didn't feel like main decking it. And then 1 Kurikara. This card is actually really good. Into Voiceless, you like just bait out the negate, like doing anything. You're just eventually gonna have to use it. And then you like stick this as like an Elastic Extender, and then like it can just beat over another card. And then you have like 1 more card, and then you can just break the board. This came up a good amount of times. It was really good. And it's like good versus like Cash and like other random things. And then really quick, extra deck. Anima's only link 1. Phoenix, IP, Little Knight, Charmers, and then Doolittle. Doolittle a lot of times helps you link climb, like the attack boosts actually help me like OTK like sometimes. This is just like the best floater. Like the fact that Arvada can just like get it back is like really good. Double Princess and Celine, especially with Magician Souls. I just like you want more things to like revive off this, and Access Scud is really good, and so is Zappo. Double Princess because anti-nib lines, you need 2 of them. And then Link 4s, Amblo, Axis, Apollo, World Sea, and Raging Phoenix. This card was insane. I cut it before, and then when the Banlist came out, I put it back in. When you end with this card, it's just like you feel so safe. Like a lot of times, Snake Eye only has 1, maybe 2 ways of removing things without destruction. Like so, once the Flamberg's gone, you just have like so much floaters with this card. It's so hard for them to kill you. That's it.
Do you remember your matchups?
There's like so much rogue, like Voiceless, probably like 3 times. Flu, Cash, Fire King, Cash Snake Eye, another Pure. So I think it was 4. Actually, no, 5 because I played a going second Striker Snake Eye too. The last round is Swiss. It was like mostly rogue, and then like later rounds, and day 2 were fire, and like 1 like Cash Scareclaw too. I think that was all my.
What'd you lose to at top 32?
In top 32, I lost to Cash Snake Eye.
Okay.
We went to time, and he just like had a really good going second hand. But like I played out of game 1. I probably shouldn't have. I probably just scooped earlier.
Anything you change in your deck?
Like I said, the nib might go to main deck again. Seeing how like dominant Snake Eye was, I think it was 60% of Top Cut or something like that. It was like 20 out of 32.
And you keep Cosmic in the main?
Cosmic was pretty good. I don't know if I'd keep it in the main though. I don't know what I'd put over it. Maybe the nibs just go over it and just like play more hand traps. I was also playing like Monster Reborn and stuff before. I might like go back to that. Cosmic was fairly decent, but I didn't like Runic Stun is not that popular. I thought it was gonna be a lot more popular, so probably not worth the main deck slot anymore. And Fire King obviously isn't as popular as Pure.
Sounds good. Thanks for the profile.
No problem.